What if your car's AC isn't broken, just underperforming because of a few things you are not doing? Most drivers settle for mediocre airflow and barely cool temperatures, assuming their AC is just old or weak. But the truth is, there are simple hidden tricks that can make your system blow colder, work faster, and cool your cabin like it's brand new. You do not need tools, a mechanic, or even a trip to the shop. In today's video, you will learn 10 powerful AC hacks that actually work. These tricks improve airflow, reduce heat buildup, and take the pressure off your compressor. Be sure to stick around until the end, because the final trick is so effective it can drop your cabin temperature by nearly 10 degrees in under a minute. Number 1. Flush out the hot air before turning on the AC. Most people hop into a hot car and switch the AC on full blast right away, but doing that forces your system to fight against a cabin full of 130-degree air. It takes longer to cool and makes your AC work harder than it should. Instead, roll down all your windows, turn the fan on high without the AC, and drive for 30 to 60 seconds. This forces out the trapped heat and replaces it with cooler outside air. After that, roll the windows up and hit the AC button. Your vents will instantly feel colder because the system is no longer battling extreme temperatures. It is a simple trick, but it cuts cooling time in half and reduces stress on your compressor. This gives your AC a head start, but the next trick activates a setting most drivers ignore, even though it can double cooling power in seconds. Number 2. Always use the recirculation button. In hot weather, there's a small button on your dashboard that looks like a looping arrow. That is your recirculation setting, and if you are not using it on hot days, your AC is working twice as hard for half the results. When the recirculation mode is off, your system constantly pulls hot, humid air from outside and tries to cool it. That means your compressor is fighting a losing battle, especially in stop-and-go traffic. But when you turn recirculation on, your AC starts reusing the air already inside your car. Since that air is cooler than what is outside, the system chills it faster and more efficiently. This one setting can drop your cabin temperature by several degrees and make cold air feel much stronger in under a minute. It also helps remove humidity quicker, which makes the air feel lighter and more refreshing. Just be sure to turn it off occasionally during longer trips to keep the air fresh. The best part is this feature is already built into your car. No need for tools or upgrades, just one button and a huge boost in cooling. Though this trick takes control of your airflow, the next one fixes a common mistake that ruins your cold air before it even reaches your face. Number 3. Stop pointing the vents directly at your face. It seems logical, you're hot, so you aim the cold air directly at yourself, but this actually makes your cabin take longer to cool. Here's why. Blasting the vents straight at your body feels refreshing in the moment, but it interrupts airflow circulation and prevents the interior air from cooling evenly. You get a cold face and sweaty everything else. Instead, tilt the center vents upward and angle the side vents toward the windows. This helps distribute cool air across the cabin, especially the roof and back seats, which are usually the hottest areas. When cool air circulates efficiently, your cabin cools faster and stays cold longer. You'll also reduce the load on your AC system, which helps maintain stronger airflow for longer drives. Once your car is evenly chilled, then you can angle a vent toward your body for personal comfort. But in the beginning, think airflow first, then comfort. Now that you have the airflow working in your favor, the next trick targets the very system behind it, and it is something almost no one checks until it is too late. Number 4. Change your cabin air filter. More often than you think, if your AC feels weak, stuffy, or takes forever to cool, the real problem might be hiding just behind your glove box. The cabin air filter traps dust, pollen, and debris before air reaches the vents. Over time, it gets clogged, and when it does, airflow drops, temperature rises, and your system starts working harder just to keep up. Most drivers forget it exists or only replace it when it starts to smell. But if you drive in dusty areas, high-traffic cities, or during pollen-heavy months, you should be checking it every 6 months. A clean filter allows more air to pass through, which means colder, stronger airflow that kicks in faster. You do not need a mechanic. Most cabin filters are a 5-minute DIY job with nothing but a screwdriver, and the difference you feel is immediate: a better airflow, cleaner air, and colder temperatures. Since your vents are breathing freely, it's time to fix the one thing outside your car that's making your AC fight a losing battle without you even realizing it. Number 5. Use a windshield sunshade every time you park. This might sound like a cosmetic accessory, but it is actually one of the most powerful tools you have to supercharge your AC. When your car sits in the sun, the dashboard, steering wheel, and seats absorb massive amounts of heat. That heat then radiates into the cabin and fights against your AC for the first 10 to 15 minutes of every drive. A quality reflective sunshade blocks that heat buildup. It keeps your cabin temperature significantly lower and protects your vents and dashboard from becoming heat sinks. The cooler your cabin is before you even turn the key, the faster your AC can deliver real cold air. According to multiple studies, a windshield sunshade can lower interior temperatures by as much as 15 to 20 degrees on hot days. That means less waiting, less sweating, and more cold air exactly when you need it. But keeping heat out is only half the battle. The real trick is knowing how to clear out the hidden heat that's already trapped deep inside your vents before it ruins your cold air. Number 6. Mist your condenser with water while the AC is running. This is one of the most overlooked hacks that works shockingly well in extreme heat. When your car is idling with the AC on, the condenser at the front of your vehicle is working hard to release heat from the refrigerant. If you lightly mist it with water while it runs, you help that heat escape faster, which makes the AC system more efficient. This technique works the same way your skin cools off when water evaporates. A light spray across the condenser helps lower its temperature, allowing it to pull more heat from the cabin air. Just make sure to use a fine mist, not a high-pressure jet, and avoid doing it on a dirty condenser or with hard water that leaves deposits. This is especially useful during heat waves, or if your AC feels weaker at idle. Even just 30 seconds of misting can noticeably improve the vent temperature. And speaking of neglected areas, the next trick tackles something inside the cabin that could be quietly choking your AC airflow without you realizing it. Number 7. Disable auto start-stop. In very hot weather, many modern cars automatically turn off the engine at stoplights to save fuel. It sounds clever, but when it's scorching outside, this feature often backfires. When the engine shuts off, so does the AC compressor. On hot days, that means your air conditioning system stops chilling right when you need it most. Instead, manually turn off the auto start-stop feature when temperatures soar. Keeping the engine and the AC compressor running continuously ensures consistent airflow and keeps the cabin cooler without lag. This small change can drastically improve comfort during long traffic stops and protects your AC system from frequently restarting and running warm. It adds no extra cost, yet you'll notice cold air returning faster and staying consistent. Your ride will feel like it's running on ice instead of stalling every few cycles. Now that you've secured uninterrupted cooling under the hood, the next trick takes things a step further by preventing one invisible factor that secretly makes your AC feel weaker every time you use it. Number 8. Close off unused vents to boost cooling. Where needed, most cars allow you to manually close specific vents, and if you're driving solo, that's an advantage. Instead of cooling the entire cabin, you can concentrate airflow where you actually need it. Close the rear vents, side vents, or even passenger side vents if no one else is in the car. This increases pressure in the remaining open vents, delivering colder air at a higher velocity. It works especially well in compact cars and SUVs, where airflow tends to be divided evenly regardless of how many passengers you have. By focusing the AC output, your cabin cools faster and the air hitting you feels stronger. This trick is simple, costs nothing, and gives you more control over how your AC performs. Think of it like rerouting power directly to the driver's seat. And now that you've mastered airflow control, the next trick focuses on a chemical-free way to keep that cold air fresher, cleaner, and stronger all summer long. Number 9. Deep clean your AC drain line to restore peak performance. Your car's AC doesn't just cool air, it also pulls moisture out of it. That moisture drips through a tiny drain tube under your vehicle, but over time that tube can get clogged with dirt, mold, or debris. When that happens, moisture backs up into the evaporator housing and turns your AC system into a humid, inefficient mess, resulting in cold air feeling damp, airflow drops, and moldy smells creeping in all while your AC works harder than it should. To fix it, locate the AC drain line beneath your vehicle, usually near the firewall on the passenger side. With the car off and cool, gently insert a soft pipe cleaner or give it a quick blast of compressed air to clear the blockage. Once the line is clean, you'll notice improved airflow, drier and colder air, and no more mildew smells. It is one of the most powerful fixes for AC systems that feel weak even after recharging or filter changes. Now that the moisture is under control, get ready. The final trick is something few people do, but it can transform the way your AC performs during every single drive. Number 10. Park with your front end facing away from the sun. This simple habit can make a noticeable difference in how quickly your your AC cools the cabin. Most of the AC components that control airflow and temperature, like the evaporator, vents, and ducting, sit behind your dashboard. When you park with the windshield exposed to direct sunlight, that entire system heats up like an oven. By parking with the rear of your car facing the sun, or better yet, backing into a shaded spot, you reduce the temperature of your dashboard and front cabin area. That means when you start the car and turn on the AC, the system is not fighting against 140-degree plastic and piping. The air starts cooler, moves faster, and stabilizes sooner. Even if you cannot find full shade, changing the direction you park can lower the temperature inside your car by several degrees. Over time, that means faster cooling, better AC performance, and less strain on your system during every drive. Now you know 10 easy tricks to make your car's AC blow colder without spending a dime at the shop. A few improve airflow, others reduce heat, and all of them work together to cool your cabin faster. Which of these tricks have you already tried, and which one surprised you the most? Drop your answer in the comments and help other drivers learn what actually works. If this video helped you beat the heat and boost your AC's performance, hit that like button, share it with someone who's tired of sweating through traffic, and subscribe for more practical tips that save you money and make your car better.